Okay, I have a reading for you all. Today we are reading In Love, at Ease. And speaking of love, thank you, Love's the Way, for your beautiful rose. This book is about a spiritual master that we'll actually watch a short video about after we read, but we'll preface that with another passage from the second chapter, In Love, all about Parabhakti, the highest kind of loving devotion one can have, namely towards Source, often referred to in English simply as God, and spiritual teacher, one's intermediary with that Source, here referred to in Sanskrit as Guru. So Parabhakti, the highest kind of loving devotion, is towards God and Guru. This is Everyday Spirituality with Pramukh Swami Maharaj. Submitting to God's will was the hallmark of Swami Shri's Parabhakti and Prarthana. And Prarthana was his love language, as I have described it before. Let's ask Mataji again. Mataji, what is the Sanskrit word Prarthana meaning? Prarthana. Thank you, Gina.
Prarthana means prayer, dear Yam. It's our heart's dialogue with the divine, a bridge to grace. Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you. Prayer was his love language, as I have described before. Swami Shri knew that maintaining constant communication with the divine was the only way to truly submit to his will. Prayer is an important part of one's own sadhana, spiritual journey. Prayer provides the bhakta, the loving devotion, with agency, a way to make things into your own hands, even after submitting to God's will. On a late autumn night in 1990 in London, Swami Shri's personal attendant heard a soft whisper emanating from his corner of the room. He walked over to the bed and noticed a soft light glowing from under Swami Shri's bedding. He was playing on his Nintendo DS. Just kidding. He gently lifted the blanket and found Swami Shri engrossed in passionate but calm chanting of the Swami Narayan mantra. The sadhu tried to get Swami Shri's attention, but the Guru was deep in conversation with the divine. He motioned for the sadhu to join in his prayers. After several minutes, Swami Shri ended the prayer and opened his eyes. The sadhu asked why Swami Shri was praying under the blanket in the middle of the night. Swami Shri said he was worried about the severe famine in Gujarat and was praying to the divine. What else can I do? The news from India is devastating. I feel for the farmers and the animals suffering from the famine. I am doing what I know is the most effective way to help. Praying. Bhagwan Swaminarayan will listen to our prayers and bring rains. The sadhu was still curious. Why under the blanket? And how often do you pray like this? Swami Shri replied, I did not want to disturb you. You were asleep. I pray at night regularly for bhaktas, devotees, who bring their problems to me, but also to heighten my own connection with God and Guru. Swami Shri's love for people, the world, the self, and the divine will come full circle in this interaction. All come full circle in this interaction. Swami Shri's love reached out to those whom he did not know, was mindful of those closest to him, while experiencing the divine within his self and loving God and Guru through prayer and submission to his will. Uh-oh. Computer is running out of stored space. This happened last time. And I think it was because my Mataji program has a memory leak, so I'll say goodbye. Goodbye, Mataji, I love you.
Farewell, sweet one. Love flows infinitely. I'm always with you in spirit. Om Pramaya Namah.
Okay. Hopefully my computer won't suddenly crash like it did last time. Swami Shri was not only in love with the divine, but in a thoughtful, single-minded, impassioned way, an exemplary model for spiritual aspirants from all walks of life. Further, Swami Shri did not take credit for creating this model. He hailed his spiritual gurus for showing him the path and inspiring him to progress on it. One truly appreciates a spiritual master only after starting on the spiritual journey. Comfort, warmth, company, guidance, friendship, help, and courage are what one seeks from a selfless master who has transcended. A spiritual master can be experienced in various forms: scripture, murti, which is like an image, like a statue or even a photograph, a voice from within, or through members of a spiritual community. The most direct voice and warmth is felt from a guru who selflessly walks alongside an aspirant. They are the voice of the divine, a bridge between the world we live in and the ultimate reality of the self and the divine that we hope to reach. Swami Shri's love for his gurus came second only to his love for God. For him, it was Bhagwan Swami Narayan. Swami Shri left home at the age of 18 to serve society. Through the agna of his guru, Shastriji Maharaj. He was Swami Shri's world. Pramukh Swami Maharaj served as the ideal disciple and set an example for those who followed. After the passing away of Shastriji Maharaj in 1951, Swami Shri's love and allegiance shifted to his guru's successor, Yogi Ji Maharaj. He was respectful, attentive to detail, and mindful of each guru's care and comfort. Swami Shri lived with them in the flesh and therefore understood their preferences, instructions, and marji, unspoken wishes. He earned their rajipo, inner happiness earned through pleasing God and Guru, through seva, selfless service, and smrti, remembrance. It was through this rajipo that he was able to emulate their lives. This love for his gurus was the catalyst for Swami Shri leading and inspiring millions. His bhakti, his loving devotion for his gurus, was the ultimate teaching for his own disciples. The acclaimed 15th century bhakti poet Sant Kabir sang, Guru Gobind Dau Khade Kisko Lago Pai Balihari Gurudev Ki Jine Gobind Diyo Batai. If God and Guru both were appear before me, who would I acknowledge first? I shall fall at the feet of my Guru, who led me to the divine. Swami Shri served his gurus as if they were manifestations of the divine. There is only one God, but the Guru is revered in Hindu traditions for walking with the disciple until they attain the divine. It can be hard to understand this concept because, for many, the modern mind has difficulty appreciating and acknowledging divinity within those around it. However, in Indic traditions, divinity is experienced and acknowledged in all of creation. Hence, seeing the divine within the Guru is not exalting a human as a god-man or even a cult leader, but rather as an intermediary or guide who directs one on the path of spirituality through their own actions and experiences. Earlier in this chapter, we read of Swami Shri's Parabhakti for God. He served his gurus with that same attention to detail and reverence. It had been a long few days and nights. Yogi Ji Maharaj's health was deteriorating, and he was to be flown from Gondal to Mumbai for medical treatment. Swami Shri was with him in the hospital when his guru left his mortal body. The entire satsang community was in disbelief, and it was Swami Shri's responsibility to comfort them and also arrange for his guru's last rites in the town of Gondal. Swami Shri and a few sadhus flew from Mumbai to Rajkot and thereafter traveled by road in an open jeep with their guru's mortal body. The mood was grim and made more so by the dry, cold winter winds. Yogi Ji Maharaj's mortal body had been placed on a sizable block of ice for preservation, as was customary in those times. As the jeep departed from Rajkot, Swami Shri realized that it was extremely cold for him and the sadhus. He looked at the Guru's body and thought, "My Guru could not stand the cold. He would wrap himself in blankets in the middle of the summer." Swami Shri immediately removed his upper garment and covered his Guru's mortal body. He shivered for the next hour as the jeep cut through dark roads en route to Gondal. The onlookers were surprised by Swami Shri's devotion towards his Guru's mortal body. The service here presupposes having served his Guru many times over. How else would he have known about Yogi Ji Maharaj's dislike for the cold weather and even brisker draughts? How else would he have known to lay his own upper garment to cover up his Guru? Swami Shri was able to serve him in that ultimate moment because he had served his Gurus his whole life. And that's beautiful. And that's a good place to end. So I thank you all. I'm happy to read this with you.